In this video, I'm going to show you how I made some custom height charts. So the reason I decided to make these height charts, I always watch those movies that, you know, people are moving or they're very sentimental on the house that they're staying in, and they always show like a door frame or you know, notches on the wall of like their kids or their family members' height throughout the years. So it kind of makes the space very sentimental. I wanted to make something that if we were to move at some point, I could take with us, and it's more of a sentimental piece rather than a sentimental house. So that's where this comes into play. So the idea of these height charts is you can either just have it freestanding, you can lean it up against a wall, you could bolt it directly to a wall, whether you want to screw it in or whether you want to just double side tape it. It's kind of up to you, but the basis of the height chart is what I'm going to show you today. So started out with measuring in 3-inch increments. So you'll see me notching 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches, 12 inches, and so on. And then as you progress forward, you'll see that I've done different lengths for each notch. So for example, where a 12-inch, which would be a foot, measurement comes in, the line will be a bit longer than where, say, a 3-inch or a 6-inch will be, just to kind of delineate, you know, the major height marks, as well as you know, where I'm going to put the numbers. So one thing that you want to make sure when cutting is that the notches that you've made for like the different depths of 3 inches, 6 inches, a foot, that you're only taking the blade to the end of that line, because you don't want to cut too far, and you want to make sure it's as even as possible visually when you're all done. For these, I've done more of a natural look, which is more of a clear coat on top of the wood and a dark stain, but I'll still allow the grain to show through. It kind of give a different feel to the whole height chart. You know, if I used any other kind of wood, or if you use any other kind of wood, you can either paint the whole thing, or, you know, do whatever color you think is going to work for your space. So the next step here, this may differ for many of you at home. I am not a painter, even though I'm trying to be. I am not the best, I don't have the best paint hand, as you can say. So I rely heavily on machines. So the machine that I have right now is called it's a Pazzle. It's like a die cut, a home die cut machine. You can get like a Cricut, or there's many different versions, especially like at Michael's or online, that you can get. But the one that I specifically have right here is called Pazzles. So for this project, I use a sticker paper, and the reason for that is I'm designing the letters on the computer, and then I'm using the machine to cut it out. So this will help when it comes to the painting of the numbers or any of the custom wording that I want to put on the height charts. So it saves me a lot of time. Now, the one mistake that I made here is that I didn't set the cutting depth to as deep as I needed it to be. So you will see further on in the video that I have to go back and do some minor touch-ups just because some of the lines didn't come out. And as well, when I'm originally laying the actual sticker paper on the board, I have to do some hand cutting in order to get the shapes to fit. Now that the paint's all dry and everything, it's time for touch-ups. So I got a little tiny paintbrush just from the dollar store, nothing fancy. And I just used that to touch up some of the jagged edges that were made from the sticker stencil that I created, just so that it had a little bit more of a cleaner look. Video, and I hope that at least my method of doing this has kind of inspired you to take on your own height chart at home. If there's anything that you want clarification on, or if you want any suggestions, please shoot me a message. Or if you have any suggestions for myself or anyone else watching the video on ways to improve this, greatly appreciated. Comment below, like and subscribe. See you at the next video.